你好，我的名字是 Mayor Zohran Mamdani.
Zohran Mamdani has been on a tear this summer, from the NBA Finals hype to cleaning and fixing up New York City to FIFA, and now Zohran is benefiting the arts by giving away thousands of Broadway tickets to New York City high schoolers. And in a new video announcing the program, Zohran was able to piss off every single conservative out there. And you may already know the video I'm talking about.
你好，我的名字是 Mayor Zohran Mamdani. 我不知道中文，可是我想试一下。纽约市政府将免费送出2000多张百老汇。
Yeah, if you haven't already seen it, this is the video in question. Zohran Mamdani speaking Mandarin Chinese, announcing this program, and it's not just Chinese that he spoke, actually, even though that's the one that's gone the most viral. He also did a video in Bangala and Spanish, and so here's them all playing together.
Visiten este sitio web para saber cómo participar en el sorteo hasta el lunes 17.
The guy is trying to get the message out there. You cannot fault him for that. But this video is going turbo mega viral. It is everywhere, okay? 21.2 million views on Twitter alone. Similarly on TikTok with 2 million likes on the post, which is just absolutely crazy, right? And it just goes to show he's just trying to get the message out there, speaking Chinese, you know, that he's in a very Chinese point in his life, and clearly the conservatives are not happy about it. Spencer Pratt tweeting right here, Zohran Mamdani is using AI, he's not using AI, he's actually speaking Mandarin Chinese here, to make a very creepy video of him. What's creepy about it? What's creepy about it? Tell me what's creepy about it right now. What's creepy about it? Okay. Of him speaking directly to the Chinese Communist Party. He's just speaking a different language. Okay. And posting it on his main mayoral account. Why? It's like all this weird conspiracy theories about him being a Chinese communist terrorist spy. And it's like, no, the dude is just speaking the most spoken language on the planet. How dare he, right? Oh, it's like so scary. He's speaking Chinese. It's absurd. And obviously conservatives are going to jump at this because Zohran is a socialist. He's a democratic socialist, a progressive guy. And now he's speaking Chinese, which many people associate with communism, Mao, all this kind of stuff. And they're like, oh, he's a communist, he's a socialist. How dare he? Like, look at these. Some of these comments are absolutely absurd. Like, look at this. Like, all Islamists, Mamdani uses intimidation in an effort to push out his chest and act like he has power over everyone else. This video would be laughable if it wasn't so dangerous. What's dangerous about it? What the fuck is going on, right? Like, it's just crazy. This person writing, for someone who uses AI as much as you do, you sure do suck ass at recognizing it. It's so true. So people are also clowning on him in the comments, but it's just, he's completely melting down over this non-issue. And so is Benny Johnson, right? The #1 conservative Mulder of all time. He writes, Communist mayor of New York, Zohran Mamdani, is now speaking Mandarin. Is this a way of pandering to the CCP? What is with these people? Jesus Christ, if he was speaking Italian, would they be like, is this a way of pandering to the Italian government? No, obviously not, you buffoons, you absolute fools. He will do everything except say something nice about America and its traditions. How dare he? How dare he not say anything nice about America? He's a communist. He's a Chinese communist. So unbelievably cringe, right? And he's also getting dunked on in the he's getting dunked on in the communists in the comments. It's just absolutely hilarious. And then this person makes a really good point. They say, the modern conservative mind cannot comprehend freely and organically speaking a little Chinese form. And that's really what it's all about, right? I mean, I think this video is going turbo mega viral right now because China is popular in the zeitgeist, right? It's around. People are traveling to China more, relations, at least on a personal level with China, not internationally and on a domestic, on the Trump level of things. It's pretty crazy. But like, people are just recognizing more and more about the cities. It's very popular on social media. And Zohran right here is using that to his advantage. He's speaking the language, getting the message out there, and also generating buzz, right? So this person says Spencer Pratt has had his mentality blown. It's so funny, right? You lack passion, love for life, and you live like a rodent in the shadows of life. Yeah, that's what you get for not speaking Chinese. And this person right here, Adam Carlson, he makes a great point. He says, it's pretty remarkable that someone with this absurd level of political talent could have just continued to indefinitely waste away as a backbencher in the New York Assembly if he hadn't decided to launch what was then a long-shot bid for mayor under a near-perfect set of macro circumstances. Makes me optimistic about how many other sources of untapped talent are out there in the local and state governments around the country that just lack the opportunity or currently the willpower to attempt to make a similar leap. Mamdani is a generational talent, but the bench is almost certainly deeper than we think it is. 100% agree, right? Mamdani is not a unique, obviously he's a unique case, right? He's the first, but will not be a unique case, give it 10, 15 years, right? There will be Zohran Mamdanis across the entire country. Different mayors, governors, senators, right? Board activists, school board activists, whatever it may be. he's a stepping stone, right? He is the first in a long line, and I think that's what Adam Carlson is getting at here, right? And Zohran Mamdani is de facto becoming a face of the Democratic Party, but he's also becoming a different face if you are the worst people out there. Look at this, and this is just like insane Islamophobia coming out here, but check this out. Netanyahu is posting some billboards for his election, and look at this. Don't let them win, Benjamin Netanyahu. It's this list, and who's this right there? Interesting. Right next to like leaders of nations, like Iran's supreme leader and the Turkish president Erdogan, you have Zohran Mamdani, the mayor of New York, and this is what Netanyahu is posting here, right? The guy is like, I don't know, this is absurd, right? It's actually like Islamophobia to the max. It just goes to show the influence that Zohran Mamdani has. And he's asked a little bit about this right here, about how the right and conservatives are going to make him the face of the Democratic Party and what he feels and what he thinks about that. So let's take a look.
Republicans are going to make you the poster child for the Democratic Party.
Let them. We don't have to ask ourselves what life looks like if a socialist wins. I won last November. And over the course of these last 6 months, what we've delivered for working people are the very things we were told were impossible. We've delivered free childcare for 2-year-olds for the first time in New York City history. We've delivered tens of millions of dollars back to tenants who were taken advantage of by bad landlords. We've delivered 165,000 potholes being paved. And we've done all of these things while also delivering the lowest recorded crime in our city's history. That's what it looks like to have democratic socialism. And what you're seeing is that New Yorkers experienced this for 6 months and made the decision that they wanted to see more of it on the national stage as well.
Such a great answer, right? And also 100% correct. People see the benefits and the actual positive impacts that having a socialist in charge can bring, and they go, we want more of this. We want more of this, right? Whereas if you look to actual Democratic leadership when asked about the future of Democratic socialists, here is Hakeem Jeffries talking about the same thing.
Do Democratic socialists belong in the Democratic Party, Leader Jeffries?
Well, what I can say is that I do not support defunding the police. I do not support open borders.
Not an answer,
I do not support abolishing the Senate. We're focused on actually solving problems that hardworking American taxpayers want us to solve, which is to lower the high cost of living in a situation where life is far too expensive in this country. That's the Democratic agenda. That's what House Democrats are fighting to achieve.
Do you think, though, that there is room in the Democratic Party, under the tent of the Democratic Party, for democratic socialists? Is it big enough?
Well, listen, I don't support the DSA agenda as has been articulated by the DSA itself. Now, you're going to have individual members who have been elected in Democratic primaries, and if they are elected in the general in November, will be part of the House Democratic Caucus. It's going to be
It's such a non-answer, right? Like, obviously, he's not directly attacking the DSA here, which, great, good to hear it. We're very used to that. However, he's also not, like, saying, yeah, of course, they should be members of the party. He's just like, well, technically speaking, if they're elected, then yes, they will be members of the House Democrats, so yes, technically. It's like, okay, dude, come on. What are you joking here? Like, if there's room for Jared Moskowitz and John Fetterman in the Democratic Party, there has to be fucking room for Zohran Mamdani, AOC, Bernie Sanders, and all of these more progressive figures who are, now winning elections. Abdul El-Sayed, right? And yet he just can't even answer the question. It's so weird. And yet you have Zohran Mamdani out here saying, I'm the face of the Democratic Party. Let them make me the face of the Democratic Party because socialism actually is working for people across the country. And if you agree that we need more leadership like Zohran Mamdani within the ranks of the Democratic Party, be sure you subscribe to US Democratic Socialists for more news like this. We do progressive news and updates pretty much every single day. So be sure to subscribe, click the bell so you get notified when we post. But I think that's going to do it for me. I'm Iago Lashua. Have a great day. Goodbye.